Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. All right, so yet another thing on Netflix that looks like it may be interesting. All I know is the title of it alone, but the Mars Generation. But you're talking Mars, you're talking space, you got me interested. And Netflix. So let's hit this, see what we got.
Red leader checking in.
I was directly told that we cannot land on Mars before we do a med check.
Okay, pressure's going down.
Get them out of here.
Pressure on board the station.
What we did? All in a day's work.
When we look at the night
Space
sky,
Camp.
we say to ourselves, are there any planets out there that are possible homes for humanity?
Yep.
Space camp opened the path for me to do things that I really want to do.
Kids today have that same drive, that same passion that I had watching the first American launch into space.
High fives all around.
I don't want to go to space camp so bad when I was a kid.
We've gotten to the moon, but it's a stepping stone to the red planet.
It would be so amazing to see the Martian surface with my own eyes.
Having a man or woman walk on Mars is just the most badass thought in my mind. It's been over 50 years since we've done something significant like this.
We don't really go to space anymore. People are losing touch with their human spirit.
We have an entire generation who want to go to Mars, but all of that will fall on fallow soil if there isn't some big mission where they can apply this enthusiasm.
Some people think it's fine to just stay on Earth forever, and some people don't.
Let's go out there and make discoveries. Let's change the world.
Somebody from my generation will put their footprint in the Martian soil.
I can't think of a better thing to be defined by.
It's our duty to breathe fire into the imagination of these young people because our true place is among the stars.
Okay. Definitely a documentary I will be watching. Like I said, yeah, I've always had a love for science, especially astronomy. Just as a kid, any books on the planets, the solar system, I used to eat them up, and the one of the main reasons I love sci-fi, which is science fiction. It's fiction, but science based, especially, is always interesting. Imagining what we could do, where we could go, and Mars. I mean, as was said there, the last big thing we did was the moon 50 years ago. It's weird, so strange to think about. If you think about, again, of course, it's before my time, but all you learn in history about the space race and just how eager we were to get to the moon, as JFK said, not because it is easy, but it's because it is hard. Because it was a challenge, something difficult, a stepping stone, and yeah, we did it, and then it just all fizzled out. I mean, yeah, we had the ISS, the International Space Station, which in itself is cool, and there have been many discoveries from it. But the question, and we have all these satellites that have gone out there. I mean, the Voyagers from again the 70s be in the Oort cloud now, which I believe is still some faint signals from it. I could be wrong, but I mean, all the satellites that have visited every planet in our solar system at some point or another, some more than others, multiple missions, Jupiter, Saturn, Mars, obviously, and of course looking for possible signs of life or of, something that might be right for habitation, and again, as I said, the moon was a stepping stone. Mars is our next step. It's I wonder why it's taken so freaking half a century, and we haven't done anything. Again, the space race again to the moon within a 5-10 year so many year span of things. We made that happen with the technology of that day. So with all the technology we have now, the advancements we've had, even though yes, funding's been cut with NASA and all that stuff, why is it we haven't made a super leap like that? It's kind of mind-boggling. So definitely watch this. And again, as a kid, I always wanted to go to space camp. Never did. Of course, science fiction, the movie Space Camp, made it increase it so much more. But yeah, I hope that as I said, this generation, someone from this generation, um, we do within my lifetime. Hopefully, I mean, like soon in my lifetime, we do have a manned mission to Mars, which of course will be dangerous. And we do things not because they are easy, but because they are hard. And that could start something new. To the thought of, again, if I was blessed with children, my children, or any further children in my family's line, other than my adopted daughter or self-adopted daughter, what being able to go to another planet, maybe not Total Recall style per se, maybe something like that we might have a colonization there. It's just mind-boggling, but it's not out of reach. So as I always say, shoot for the stars. If anything, you'll end up at the moon. Well, we've already hit the moon. Mars is next, and then hopefully further and further and further out. Anyways, that's a little bit of a rant. My apologies. So that's my reaction to the Mars Generation on Netflix. Looks like yet another thing Netflix will kill. Any thoughts you care to share? Any comments? Feel free to leave them. Like, dislike, with a reason, if that's your prerogative. But thanks for watching. Peace.